Hey, welcome to my show. And today what we have, sorry about that. Today what we have is a trap discussion. This is your standard ordinary radiator trap. This happens to be a Barnes & Jones 122. I think it's been superseded by the 122A. And this is generally, if you're looking down on it, this is the orientation that you see. This is where the steam the air, the water, and the steam enters the trap through this connection. This is threaded into the radiator, and you have a union connection here. It passes through. You can see the arrow. It enters the body of the trap, and the air and the water exit here, and the steam is retained inside the radiator of the trap, or should be. So what I wanted to focus on was this rather unusual trap. It is a Milvaco or a Milwaukee valve trap. It's also 1/2 inch. And what is unusual about it is that instead of being oriented like this, which is standard, it is oriented like this. So this is, if you're looking at it from the top, this is what you're going to see. This is going to be where at the bottom of the radiator on the usually the side opposite of the inlet valve, and you have a spud, and the nut is gone, the spud is gone, and this is what we're left with. And this is the exit point here, and it goes on to a 1/2 inch nipple sticking up out of the floor. These can be rebuilt. The trick is, of course, finding it in the steam trap repair guide put out by Barnes & Jones. And if we look under Milvaco, Milwaukee thermostatic valves, we're going to look at 1/2 inch, and the model number is, I guess, 0. There is no model number on this one, so we're going to go with 0. And it's telling us that in this particular case, it's going to be 2953. The type A is the cage, which is standard. Hopefully that's not too blurry. And it tells you you're going to need a new cover, and it's a seat in. So let's take a look. I like to get a socket, an impact socket to fit this. And the one that I found fits this particular one is a 1 5/16, which might be a little hard to come by. It fits over here. You might have to chip away paint, several layers of paint to get on there. And this comes right off like that. And this is the thermostatic element. What's inside of here is a bellows. This chamber here has an alcohol mixture. So when the steam enters through the seat here, which is unusual, and envelops this area, the trap closes against the steam. Not actually the best design, but here we are. It looks like we were able to use a spanner to remove this and probably uncover a screw, which allowed you to tune this up a little bit better. And that was probably patented or something. Not very successful. Nobody else really, very few people stuck with that. But the trap is there, and it's a real pain to fit a more modern trap without going through a whole lot of changes. So it might be a good idea to just rebuild this. So you clean this, you dispose of the cap, as it says. You want to get a hold of an element as your 2953. It comes in a package like this. You open it up, and it's like an old-fashioned cartridge. Unwrap it. Here are the instructions. There. And this is your typical capsule. and that is going to fit inside of there. You want to make sure that area is clean. I usually like putting a little smear of anti-seize on this gasket here, which is the weak point. Remember, this is going to be oriented like this, so it's going to be a little difficult to hold that in place. And you definitely want to get a cap. So that's the 2953C for cap. And this is what it looks like. You see it comes sort of a domed cap. There's your number there, and it comes with a gasket. I would maybe put a smear of anti-seize here, and remember it's going to be oriented like that, and probably have to somehow hold it. And looks like there's a spring. The spring goes in that little groove there. And you have to push and twist at the same time. And tighten her up. Take a wrench. This is not going to fit anymore. And there you go. There's the cage at the bottom there. There's the entrance there where the steam enters. And that's how we do it. So I hope that was helpful. If you find it helpful, please remember to like and subscribe, and also send me a little bit of spiff with the thanks down below. Thank you very much. Take care. Happy steaming.